I'm really liking our new sponsor.
Oh, Core Hydration?
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about...
Revolutionized the water industry.
They have.
Well, in fairness, this is a unique top.
I love the top.
And bottle.
I love the top. I love the bottle. It's also perfectly balanced pH. Do you know what pH stands for?
Pheromone.
I don't think so.
pH. Fat. That with the pH.
My God, that's so good.
Right? Don't the people say that? When somebody's like, oh, she's fat.
Yeah.
You know, but like with a pH, not like...
no, I got it. I just...
fat is good, right? Is fat like thick with 2 C's and no K?
What does pH stand for in water? Ah! I never would have gotten it.
It stands for salinity level.
Well, it's an abbreviation.
All right.
Potential hydrogen.
Oh.
There's some potential hydrogen here. We can't confirm it. We don't have the science to do that yet, but there's hydrogen potential.
Makes sense because the H is capitalized. And I think H is hydrogen on the periodic table.
And helium is He.
Right.
Big H, little e. How many think you could do?
10.
No way.
You got to ask me what they are.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. What do you want me to tell you? Like just the abbreviation? Just the letter or letters? Or do you want the name of the period or the thing?
Oh, good clarification. I'll take the letters, please.
I'll take the letters for 500, please, Alex.
Yeah. B, beryllium.
Nope.
Hold on. B.
I actually know what that is. That's BU.
B is...
That's a tough one.
Next one.
That was boron.
Close.
I'll go with an easy one. C.
That is calcium.
You're terrible at this.
Let me go back. C is for Celsius.
No.
C.
Celsius. It's a periodic table. It's not, you're like, that's a science word. We'll just...
Okay.
Gosh, that's...
C is for copper. No. C is...
Carbon.
Oh, yeah, CO2. Makes sense. I know. Oh, no.
Okay, that was next.
Yeah.
Cl.
Cl.
So far, you haven't gotten any.
That's not true. I just got oxygen.
I didn't ask you that.
But I know it.
Okay. One.
Okay.
Cl.
Cl is...
These aren't even the hard ones.
I don't even know.
Chlorine. I'm literally giving you the easiest one.
Yeah. Keep going.
Ne.
Ne is neon.
Very good. Ar.
Arkansas.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. Remember we had to memorize these?
Yeah.
For what reason?
I took chemistry in 10th grade. So.
For what reason?
Chemistry honors, by the way. I got an A. Let's think here.
Can't imagine how.
AR is, I don't know.
Argon. I have not given you.
That's different than argyle.
Correct. Like, buddy, there's some of these called like fluorovium.
Fluscotia?
Fluorovium. I've been giving you a hard one.
Fluscotia.
I literally gave you the easiest ones.
How about nitrogen? That's N, right?
I believe that is N.
All right. Well, let's move on.
Good morning, students. May I have your attention, please, for this morning's announcements?
I see your shirt is untucked.
Detention. Homework is due every single day. That's why it's home.
I will be calling your
Hey,
parents.
what's going on here? No running in school. I'm going to tell your coach about this.
I said that's enough, both of you. Out in the hall.
Welcome to episode 24, but episode 3 of the spring semester of Out in the Hall. I'm Ryno, and that is the Willy Mammoth.
Hey.
And we are so thrilled to be back with you once again.
He's here.
He's here. We're here. They're here.
They're here.
We've got a couple new segments. We've been doing some of them, one of them already. The What Kind of a Person Are You? That's been very fun. Today, we have teased this before, but we have our first lunch lady right in.
Yeah.
So like if wherever you live, where's like the lunch spot that if we ever come by or anybody that listens comes to your town, where do we got to go? So we got our first one today. I'm excited to get to that. I want to thank Core Hydration. Perfectly balanced pH, purified water, pH, potentially hydrogen.
Potential hydrogen.
Potential.
Not potentially hydrogen.
Potential
As
hydrogen.
Potentially hydrogen, we don't know though. Maybe
potential.
Maybe something else.
Potential hydrogen.
Are you watching season 4 of True Detective? the night country?
No, we talked about this.
Right.
I'm not, but I have a show to talk to you about. And as soon as you ask me what I've been up to lately, I will tell you.
What have you been up to lately?
I'll tell you after I pass this note.
Oh.
This is fun.
Order.
This guy's written in before. This is AJ from Pittsburgh. Really good guy. I met him like a year ago.
Oh, yeah.
Not even a year ago.
He had a golf story last time I wrote him.
Yeah. Really good guy. I played together with him in a thing. So he just says, fellas, I missed you over the holidays and in January. I'm so glad to have you back and happy the Mammoth is feeling better.
Oh.
Hope he's staying hydrated to overcome his COVID brain. Wishing you guys nothing but the best this year. Keep it up with the Would You Rathers. It's my favorite segment.
Really?
It would be brutal if you could only scream when you talk. P.S. Hope your families are well. By the way, if you didn't know, I am now engaged to my current fiance.
Oh.
Very good. Cheers, AJ from Pittsburgh. Thank you, AJ. What a nice thing to write in.
AJ. He's learned nothing from the show.
Well, that's true. Jay, big fella, AJ.
Big guy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Do you think his fiance is pH?
I don't know. Potentially hot, potentially hydrogen.
No, like fat.
Oh, fat with a pH?
Yeah, like awesome.
Oh, I'm sure. He's a great guy. But he's like probably like 6. I mean, just guessing. I bet he's 6'5", 230. College football player, stud. Yeah. Good guy.
Big guy.
Big fella. Nice guy. I mean, like, nice.
I'm 6 feet,
No,
230.
You're taller than 6 feet.
Just a little. Not quite 6'1", so.
I'm not 6'1" also.
Yeah. I still have hair, sort of.
On your head?
Yeah.
Well.
I did just give a good scaping yesterday.
Yeah, well, you're headed to some tropics. The tropics.
Yeah, the tropics.
Yeah.
Yeah, the British Virgin Islands.
That'll be nice.
That will be nice.
Well, you had asked me what I've been up to lately, but I want to know what you went up to lately.
I just had basically like a last meal style lunch today.
Oh, okay.
Today. I reached out to you. I'm like, let's go get some oysters.
Yeah, and I couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
Nope.
So it's oyster season, right?
Oh, is it ever?
I called Cousin Brian. I said, hey, Cousin Brian, let's go get some oysters. He's like,
I would have loved to have meet both you guys.
it was a great lunch, but he said, well, I have something for my daughter, like a play at school that I'm going to go to. It's like at 10 something. So I can't go all the way out to where you want to go. All right, why don't we meet at Victoria's in
You've told me about
Longwood?
this place. I've never been there.
Let me tell you what the menu is.
Okay.
Oysters, crab legs, spaghetti,
What?
chicken wings,
They have a chicken parm there?
chicken parm.
I'll do a chicken parm.
Listen to what I had for lunch
Today.
today.
Okay.
Okay. I had just over a dozen oysters.
Okay.
Probably a dozen and a half oysters.
Raw?
We started raw. They're from Louisiana. They were giant.
Yeah.
Okay. Like too big. Honestly, it's like the 2-biter. Where you really have to like chew hard. Let's send these back for a light steam.
Yeah.
So they shrink up a little bit, but I still get some plumpness out of them. Had that.
Okay.
10 medium buffalo wings.
Okay. Medium sized or medium in?
Medium in heat.
Okay.
And then Cousin Brian and I split a medium cheese pizza. Oysters,
Wait, hold on.
chicken wings.
Do you mind if I get
And
a little
pizza.
clarification?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, did you guys share a dozen oysters, a dozen wings,
No,
and a pizza?
We shared the wings.
Sounds like you only shared the pizza.
We shared the wings and the pizza. Although Cousin Brian, I wouldn't say he's like a minimalist, but he's the type of guy that doesn't like to have like, he'll order exactly how much he thinks he's going to eat. As opposed to, I don't go to Victoria's that often. So I'm like, let's get all 3 of these things here.
Yeah.
Right. I'm
Let's
not going to
get a
pick one.
Get a little snacker of all of them. Get a taster.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so we split the chicken wings and the pizza.
But really good food.
It's great.
I've never been there.
It's a big place. And I imagine that it's been there a long time.
Okay.
I imagine that I think it does very well for dinner. Like that snow crab legs on special.
I do like a crab leg. I do like a crab.
It was a delicious, almost borderline last meal kind of meal.
I love hearing that. I had a poke bowl. Is that how you say it? Poke bowl?
Pokey.
Pokey?
I don't think
Like the hokey pokey?
poke.
I think it's poke. Poke! I don't
Why are you
know.
screaming?
I don't know. I'm trying to
I've always called it a poke bowl.
Okay, I had a poke bowl. It's good.
It's fine.
It's frozen tuna. It's
Fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It wasn't what you had. And I should have joined you. How do you feel?
I feel great.
Okay.
I'm not tired.
Really?
I'm not too full.
It sounds like just the right amount of food.
It was a bit.
If you had gone heavy on the oysters, that would have got you in trouble because it's the crackers that would have got you.
I had a good amount of crackers. They had an excellent hot sauce selection.
Really? Not just one, not just Crystal
No, there
or
were probably
something?
6 different hot sauces. And in the squeeze bottle of cocktail.
Oh, yeah, I know you like that.
Yep.
Did they give you some drawn butter?
They did. Extra horseradish, extra lemons.
You know my move.
What?
I always bring my own Parmesan cheese,
Yeah.
freshly grated.
But the great thing about going here,
Sounds like they have it because
since
they
it's
have
a
pizza.
That's right. So they put down the red peps and the Parmesan on the table.
So
And,
easy,
and then
no work.
I ground a little salt into my butter,
Oh,
and then a bunch of Parmesan cheese. I actually unscrewed the cap from the Parmesan and then dumped it.
my mouth is watering listening to you talk about this.
And then I would stir the oyster around in there.
Yep.
And then just pop it right in your mouth.
That's the way to do it.
It was
That butter goes straight from the microwave into the little tub, straight to your ventricles and arteries.
they had a crock pot of butter. Just a
They did
big
not.
vat of crock potted butter that he just stuck a little ladle in.
He just gave you a little.
And excellent service. We sat at the bar. They take out a big rolled sheet of butcher paper, basically, and they lay it out in front of you.
Yep.
And so, and they're setting the oysters on it. So it's not like
Do
when
they
you get
shuck right in front of you?
shuck right in front of you
Okay.
with a well right there. I mean, just
That sounds like a fantastic spot.
yeah, it was great. The old dog track is right across the street. Now it's an apartment complex, but they kept the sports betting because they have that license. They have the gambling for the simulcast and all that stuff right there. You could eat some delicious oysters and then go bet.
Go bad a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I've been.
You know what? I have a lunch lady that I was going to read.
Yeah,
I'm saving it.
you are.
We don't need to be talking about it
It
anymore.
was just
That was a fantastic recommendation, and I will try it. And I hope to try it with you.
Cousin Brian had never been there either.
All right. Well, then let's
he
the three of
lives-
us go.
I go, how far do you live from here? He goes, 13 minutes. I go, if I live 13 minutes from a place like this that I could get good oysters
Sounds
all
like,
the time, I'd eat there at least once a week, possibly twice a week.
in fairness, I live less than 13 minutes from the other place.
Yeah, but
It's a little bit kind of a seedier part of town.
it is.
It's not a. It's
It is.
and it's
And-
rough
and
inside.
Victoria's also is a place where you can bring like your boys.
Yeah.
Because it's not just oysters, like or fish dip. Like they had the pizza, they had the spaghetti, they
Yeah,
had
yeah.
the chicken wings, they got burgers,
Yeah.
they got a Reuben
They're
sandwich.
open for lunch.
I just went.
Okay. Good deal.
So what are you been up to?
I think it was your recommendation.
Hmm.
And buddy, I am all in on Griselda.
Right?
Is that your recommendation?
Yeah.
Are you finished?
No.
How many episodes are? I'm like 5 in.
I'm 4 in, I think.
Oh my goodness.
Because I'm
gracious.
mixing in Reacher at the same time, season 2.
Oh, when I'm in, I just, it's,
I like to smatter around and then not finish.
I get that. I'm watching it solo. I was out of town for a few days this week. I had nothing to do by myself. 2 nights, spent 2 nights by myself.
Have you ever watched Frankie and Grace and Frankie?
I think I'm thinking of Will and Grace.
No.
Okay.
No. I'm thinking of Grace and
You're thinking of Grace Anatomy.
no. Grace and
I
Frankie.
can keep going.
Anyways,
No.
it's with Jane Fonda.
No,
Very good.
I'm trying to tell you about Griselda.
I'm giving you another rec.
Oh, okay. It's good.
Yeah, it's a very good friend turned me on to it, and it's quite funny. It's light, 25-minute episodes.
Grace and Frankie.
Grace and Frankie, Frankie and Grace, Grace and Frankie.
Seinfeld.
No,
Okay.
it's got Jane Fonda.
Friends.
She looks good.
How old is Jane Fonda?
Close to 80, I
Is
bet.
she? Well, let me tell you this thing about
Griselda.
Griselda.
Very good.
Griselda Blanco. Did you see the quote at the beginning of
Yeah.
that?
The only woman I was
No.
ever afraid of. No, the only man I was ever afraid of
Pablo
was a
Escobar.
woman.
Yeah, Pablo Escobar said the only man I was ever afraid of was a woman by the name of Griselda Blanco. She is ruthless.
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 She's going to win some awards for that role.
You think? And you're right. They did.
There's a prosthetic, I
There's
think,
some
on her nose.
prosthetic because she's
Prosthetic.
so beautiful.
Yeah.
Sofia
And
Vergara.
I don't think Griselda was a good-looking lady.
I mean, she's still actually very pretty in the show,
Yes.
but she doesn't look anything like
like she doesn't like Modern Family
correct.
or whatever show that she's
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
a judge on, right?
Yeah. So that's what I've been up to.
Really is a good. How much fun? It not if you're like a South American or a Cuban in Miami at that age in the 80s, but if you're just like a
banker.
just a partier,
Yeah.
like a guy that just wants to party,
It was the place to be.
I can't imagine that there was a more fun place in the 80s
I have to agree with you on that.
in Miami. I mean, it seemed like, now look, we all know this. I'm not a drug guy.
No,
Okay.
no. What we're saying is, if we were in Miami in the late 70s and early 80s,
I would have been a drug guy.
but that's what everybody did.
Everybody did that, and
Lawyers, doctors,
the drug,
bankers.
It looks like the drugs were so good and pure stuff. Like now, it's probably all just beat up on the street, right?
Probably.
And it's got fentanyl in it and
Yeah,
crap
yeah.
like that.
You're crazy to mess with it now.
But like back then, that looked like a pretty good time. Not gonna lie,
Well, I'm all in on this show.
good show.
Thank you for the recommendation.
Grace
If
and
you're
Frankie
listening-
next.
Okay.
Just hit a couple Martin Sheens in it.
Okay.
Okay. The guy from Law and Order, who used to be like the lead prosecutor guy, New York Law and Order. You recognize him.
Okay.
Anyways, good show. And Jane Fonda, we didn't know how she is, right? How old is
No,
she?
but I can tell you right now.
I think she's like 80.
86.
She looks incredible. She looks like she's 65.
Really?
Little Google right now.
I did it. I did. Here she is.
A little bit of work, but it's not too much.
No,
It's not like over the top.
You know who else?
Stunning.
I think really taking good care of herself. Obviously a lot of work, but Dolly Parton, she's 78.
She didn't look great standing on that stage for the Thanksgiving show.
But did you see her as the Dallas Cow?
Yes, I'm talking about. She had to like hold on to the thing the whole time. I don't know if that
She
was
wanted
like
to break a hip.
I got it, but I don't know if like that wasn't the best look. That's all I'm saying. Maybe she should have just worn flats and not those boots.
I got it.
Then she wouldn't have fallen.
I'm
over.
just saying 78's, I mean, she's in great shape.
What an incredible voice.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible.
Oh, yeah. If you're interested, there's a great story Dolly Parton told on Jimmy Fallon about a man who basically claimed to be her grandfather at a restaurant and had the bill sent to her table. And I won't tell you the whole story. Google it. It's a very good story.
Very interesting.
Yeah, it's a wild story. I think now's as good a time as ever to thank our friends at Free Fly. Wouldn't you? Have you done it?
No, I told you I'm waiting to reward myself.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, with a big order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm building a shopping cart. The weather's getting a little better. You know what I really want? They're listening.
What do you want?
I want a hoodie, like a proper, like not like one of these. I want like a sweatshirt hoodie.
Right.
That I don't like the ones that zip all the way up.
No,
I
you want a
want
half zip.
I want a no zip hoodie.
Oh, I see what you're saying. With maybe some drawstrings.
Yeah.
Be nice.
I like a no zip hoodie. They have the one that goes all the way up.
Yeah.
That's just not for me. I feel like they kind of poochy, get a little poochy.
They
make a ski slope.
Puff out at the wrong spot.
But rocking the pants, still loving the. You haven't gotten the canvas pants.
I haven't. No, I'm wearing some like joggers off of Amazon.
I like your joggers.
They're comfy.
They're very good. Okay. I have a show and share.
Okay.
That is going to kind of rattle or bounce off something we did last week.
Okay.
You remember last week I was telling you about how smart crows are and how they can hold a grudge?
Yeah.
Like they talk to one another and they know if like you mess with this crow, then all these other crows will come on you.
I don't like crows.
And then our pop quiz was, what do you call a flock of crows? Do you remember this conversation?
You call a flock of crows a brood.
I think you actually said the same wrong answer last week.
A herd.
Well, this was last week's pop quiz.
Gathering.
It's a murder of crows.
Murder. Yes.
Okay, so here I did a little digging. Okay. And I was like, that can't be the only group of animal or collective name for animals.
Okay.
So I got a few for to share with you.
Oh,
as a part of my show and share.
This is great.
Okay. So we've already established that it's a murder of crows. Some of these are absurd.
Okay.
Now, my reference point here is the Merriam-Webster dictionary.
That seems legit.
So we're not up
it's
for
not
any,
Wikipedia.
No, it's not some guy stoned on Wikipedia like, hey, let's call it a tuxedo of penguins. What do you think you call a tuxedo of penguins? What do you think you call penguins, by the way? It's a tuxedo of penguins.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was a colony.
No. All right. Here, I'm just going to read the list.
Okay.
Show and share. No quiz. Just
Got it.
show
No,
and share.
I'm in.
A murder of crows, tuxedo of penguins, a basque of crocodiles.
Basque?
Yep. A destruction of cats, a tower of giraffes.
I hate cats.
A parliament of owls. That's kind of my favorite.
I think that's fitting too because
they're so
smart.
wise. They're so wise. It's like,
well, let's we get our wigs.
Here. Woo. It's not here. Here. We're missing someone. Woo. Johnson. All right. This is also very good.
Yeah.
A cackle of hyenas,
That sounds right. They cackle.
But it's just, who comes up with this? A smack of jellyfish, an ambush of tigers, and finally, a wisdom of wombats. I'm just sharing.
What is a wombat?
Let's look it up. I'm sure we can post a photo of a wombat.
Sounds like something would be in Africa and nowhere else. Not in Africa. Australia.
What is a wombat?
I think it's like a four-legged, almost like
I-
nutria.
I knew it was a marsupial. Yeah, they look like that.
Like a big, giant river rat.
It's like a small ROUS.
Rodents of unusual size?
Yes.
From Princess Bride?
Yes. So it's like a RONS. It's like a rodent of normal size. But it's not a rodent. It's a short-legged, muscular, quadrupedal marsupial.
I think they have a very giant rump. And I think that
They do.
they use, it's almost like a cartilage, and they use it for their fighting and defending.
Gosh, I don't know about that. They have large, blunt head with small eyes and ears and short, muscular neck. Their sharp claws and stubby, powerful legs make them great diggers.
Yeah, they dig, they get like burrows, and then if somebody comes to attack them or
They
whatever,
back into them?
they stick their butt out at them, out of the burrow.
Really?
Yeah. I think I watched on like the Science Channel the other day.
Huh.
Or a while ago. Got sucked in.
I mean, like, could you imagine going to their house? Like their burrow? You know what song is this?
Yeah. Back that.
Yeah.
I said,
I just-
back that ass up.
I just think it's funny. It's like, could you imagine, a wisdom of wombats all dancing? See, if I was juvenile in the video, it would have been a wisdom of wombats just back.
Are you ready for my show and share?
But I am, please.
It's actually a personal story. So I'm sharing. I have something to show too. Yeah, I brought a prop.
Okay.
This is a brand new U.S. passport.
Okay. How new?
Yesterday.
All right.
Okay. Mentioned earlier, I'm going for Brother Jeff's 40th.
Yeah.
To the BVI's.
Mhm.
Pulled out stuff to start to kind of just get ready on Monday. And so that's several days ago. We're recording middle of the week right now.
Yeah.
And
Quickly recognized that.
my passport expired literally that day,
Stop.
the 5th of February.
Okay.
So call around, right? All these visa services and like 24-hour passport. Really, that's a complete lie. They can get it to you basically in like 4 business days. Well, that didn't work because they're like, we can get it to you by noon on Friday. I'm like, well, I'm flying out at 9 on Friday. So I can't
Did you have to go to Miami?
wait. Miami appointments were all booked up.
Okay.
Atlanta appointments were all booked up.
Oh boy.
Closest appointment, New Orleans.
Okay. That's a conversation you had.
What do you mean?
Like you said, hey, where's the closest place I go?
No, you can Google this. This is all Google.
Oh, okay.
It's on the Department
All right.
of State's website.
Okay.
And so I book an appointment in New Orleans.
Did you have a
and
reason to be in New Orleans other than?
No.
Okay. But you needed a passport.
Needed a passport.
Right.
Fly and decide to tack on a little personal time.
Sure.
Not personal time, just I'm there.
Yeah.
So I might as well enjoy it.
And you used to live there.
I did.
Right.
Yeah, a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
There, Baton Rouge. Yeah.
Okay. It's Baton Rouge. Sorry. Is that
very-
close?
Yeah, they're about 45 minutes an hour.
All right. Oh, New Orleans.
I do know New Orleans.
Okay.
Pretty well. Really cool city.
Now, am I wrong? But isn't it like Mardi Gras?
Mardi Gras is coming up.
But people are already
on Monday.
are
Yeah, the
people
parades are on.
Okay.
They're already going.
So it's not like you're just cruising in and cruising out in New Orleans.
No, it's festive. Places are booked up. It's lively. You got everybody in the passport office that was working there had their like Mardi Gras mask on. I mean, New Orleans is one of the most unique cities in the world.
I've never been.
It is unapologetically culturally distinct from their dialect, their accents, their food, their culture. Nobody there works.
What do they do? Just eat? And...
They socialize. Like they're all Catholic, French Catholics. And I don't know if you know this, but the Catholics have a lot of holidays, saints' days and things like that.
Yeah.
Like more holidays than the Jewish people.
Okay.
Like a ton.
Okay.
And they take advantage of every single one of them.
Okay. Big party every time.
Big party every time. So I want to get some crawfish early in season, but apparently it's a bad harvest this year. So I was way uptown and hadn't just decided to just go to a local spot and just sat at the bar and made some friends. And
That sounds awesome.
yeah, I just, worked from a park bench.
How many nights had you spent there?
2.
No, and obviously you got your passport.
Got my passport and made my flight back by about, I was the last, they were closing the door. They paged me as I was running through the terminal.
How long did you spend in the passport office?
2 hours. My flight was at 11:15. I had an 8 o'clock appointment. Okay. And she
Had to do
goes,
the rental car and all that.
no, I'm Ubering. And she goes, I handed all my application paperwork. She goes, okay, we'll call you by 2:30 today. I was like, listen. I got a flight out. I'll be back.
Like call you as in like,
You call your phone number, let you know the passport's ready. You come back and pick it up.
oh, you don't have to sit there and wait for it.
No, but I'm like, I will sit here and wait for it if you will expedite mine. Here's my flight manifest. Here's my flight schedule. So we talked a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Got it. Got in the Uber. Perfectly seamless. Had to sweet talk the people at the front. I flew Spirit Airlines for the first time. Another story.
That's the story for another day.
It is. Unique set of
Clientele.
people that fly that.
I had a joke one time. It
Yeah.
went all right, but the joke was about how when you fly Spirit, it's nice. They know their clientele really well.
Yeah.
There's a set of hooks right when you walk in. You can hang your keychain lanyard on right when you walk. Right when you walk in, you just.
You know what was really nice about flying Spirit?
Nothing.
One thing. Guess what their bourbon mini bottle was?
Bullet?
Buffalo Trace.
Really?
Really? Yeah.
Well, Buffalo Trace for an 11:15 flight.
I absolutely drank on both legs.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Is there anything interesting or new about your new passport?
Yes, no, that's much different than the one that I got 10 years ago. There's no color to the actual thing here, right? The other one
Okay.
had a bunch of color on it.
Yep.
I actually think I look better in this picture than I did 10 years ago, which is nice.
Yeah, that's good. We'd put that up, but we're not trying to get your identity stolen.
This is like, and this is like a really plasticky, it's very firm. It looks
Probably
very,
so you can flip right to it.
It looks very durable. I mean, I'll tell you what, for a government agency getting it, it was a very smooth process.
I like hearing that.
Mine is having to go there,
Yeah.
which is fine. It's my fault. I didn't
right. You didn't do it.
I didn't plan properly.
We're going out of the country, you and I, in the fall, and I need to double check my.
Where are we going again?
I think we're going to Argentina.
Oh yeah.
I think my passport's good, but I have to check it.
I thought mine was good too.
Gosh, it may not be good.
I'd check it.
Yeah. I gotta find it.
That's my show and share.
All right.
You want my two truths?
Yeah. All right. It's two truths.
Two truths.
And then one lie.
And then one lie. Not in that order though. Or it can be in that order, but I'm not implying it's in that order.
Order is irrelevant. Just I want to make sure you understand the rules of the game.
I'd rather talk to Taylor Swift for 5 minutes than make out with her for 5 minutes.
Okay.
I do not want my dog to get neutered. I've recently slimmed down to a size waist 32.
Okay. Well, I have the benefit of perspective here.
What?
And I would say that the lie would be that you have not slimmed down recently to a 32 waist.
That is the lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you a 34.
I'm close. Oh, a 34 feels good. I'm swimming in it.
Yeah. Swimming in it.
Swimming in it. Yeah. I would much rather talk to Taylor Swift for 5 minutes than make out with her for 5 minutes.
I get that.
Yeah. I just want to pick her brain.
Like, let's hear about how the algorithm chose you.
Yeah. I'm just very curious. I do not want my dog to get neutered.
Why? They mark a lot. All right. I have been to the Golf Masters tournament.
Okay.
I have been to the Tennis US Open.
Okay.
I have been to the Baseball World Series.
You have not been to the Baseball World Series.
Dang it.
Yeah. I knew about Flushing Meadows because you.
Did we go together?
No, you would go with Tim and then not ask me.
I think you were asked.
No, I was never asked.
I think it was like, hey, can you go tomorrow?
Yeah.
Hey, can you?
I wanted to. Every year you went, I wanted to go. I know you've gone with your current wife.
I have. And I went with Two Ball. He went a couple times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we really had a good group. And
sounds like it was a great time.
It was one of those trips where I remember looking around.
You're like, there's nobody that I would want more here.
Well, it's funny.
We don't need anybody else.
The way I would have said it is, I remember looking to my left and seeing Two Ball and looking to my right and seeing Tim and just being like,
this is the perfect group.
If someone else was here, I'd be talking over one of you guys. Like,
I'm just so happy that nobody else is here. That's what you thought.
I said that, and they're like, I'm just glad Wilcox isn't here.
I can.
How come you never came on that? Those trips were great.
Let's do it again.
Okay.
Yeah. Did we just miss that?
That's in September.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll
do
go.
it. Yeah. All right. Let's snake this.
Okay.
What kind of person are you?
Hmm.
Here's this scenario.
Okay.
You owe someone money. They've never mentioned it, and they've clearly forgotten about it. And frankly, you forgot about it too.
Yeah.
This is a plausible situation.
Okay.
One night in the middle of the night, you randomly wake up and remember you owe this person money.
How much money?
$500.
Okay.
Do you let it just keep writing, or do you pay the guy back as soon as possible? You're on a golf trip. There was some tip you weren't expecting.
So this is a friend.
This is friend. This is a friend. Hey, I'm short on. You get there, you go, oh crap, I don't have any cash.
Well,
Or I don't have any cash with me the course, and I go, here's $500. Just get it, whatever. And I never say a word about it.
I would pay the guy back.
You remembered it.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I would.
For sure I would.
But if you were like you know how we're in a few things together where like we have capital calls and stuff like that,
Yeah.
I might be like, no, I got Ryan on this one.
Would you call the guy and go, hey, dude, I forgot about this?
No, I wouldn't call you. I just like send that over the group email. Be like, hey.
No, the next day you realized it, or you woke up, you realized it. The next day you're like, are you acknowledging it? I don't even think I forgot about this. I'll just get you on this thing, on whatever the next thing is.
No. I just send him a Venmo or bring him $500 next time I saw him.
Yeah. So I think we're saying the same thing. It would bother me that I remembered it and then didn't sort it.
You gotta take care of it.
Yeah.
All right. What kind of person are you? Here's the scenario. You're staying at a limited service hotel.
Okay.
Okay, like a Hampton Inn or a Hyatt or something like that. Okay, Holiday Inn Express. You know, those things are maybe 5 stories.
Yeah.
Okay, 6 stories, something like that. You're on floor 2.
Okay.
Okay. And you have a carry-on as your luggage, basically.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. The elevator door and the staircase are right next to each other. Okay?
Yep.
Get your room key.
Yep.
On the 2nd floor, you walk up, and there's 2 doors here. Okay, you have the stairs
Mm-hmm.
to the right, or you can take the elevator up 1 floor,
Right,
to floor number 2.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Taking the elevator. Without question. This could be fun. I'm taking the elevator without question. Solely out of fear.
Why?
Because I have been locked in a staircase before. You know how some staircases are like exit only?
Yeah.
Like you can, but like you can get.
That sounds like user error.
No. More than I can think of at least one time.
I think being stuck in an elevator sounds worse than being stuck in a staircase.
You think that until you're like, you got to walk out of the building and then walk back around and come in the lobby. I've had it happen.
Or you just bang really hard on the door.
Done that too.
Until somebody
comes. Nobody came to my rescue.
Hey, you should take a hint. They're like, just leave him in there.
Leave him in there. That guy really was annoying. No, I'm taking the elevator for sure. It's a good question, but I think out of habit, I just would take the elevator.
Would you rather,
okay,
for the rest of your life,
okay,
look like a fish or smell like a fish?
Oh my gosh. Man, trying to play this scenarios out. So I look like me. I look like I look, which I already don't love.
But you smell like a fish.
At least I could be like, no, I think I'd rather look like a fish. I think so. No, because I'd be like, hey, look, let me tell you what happened. Like, I can still go to the concert with you guys, right? Like, I know. Like,
you'll still hang out with me.
You'll still hang out with me.
Yeah.
You know?
And then it's like, you might even get asked to more things because people feel bad for you.
Right. But if you stink, people are like, dude, that guy looks great, but man, does he stink.
Stinks.
Oh, that's good.
There's like something recently that came out that like a bunch of Trump's former staffers are saying that he is just a foul smelling human being.
I don't think his diet is great.
Just kind of like smells like McDonald's.
KFC and old oil. All right, this is a good one. Would you rather be alone all of your life or surrounded by really annoying people?
I'd rather be alone.
Me too.
All my life.
I don't suffer annoying people very well.
You can get a dog.
Correct.
That counts. That doesn't count.
You can have a dog.
You can have a dog. Yeah, I'd have dogs. I'd probably have multiple dogs.
I have about 5 or 6 dogs.
And a couple yard dogs.
There goes that guy who looks like a fish. He's all by himself with his dogs.
He smells good.
Our new Would You Rathers have to be combined. And what country is the tallest building in the world?
It's either Dubai or it is Singapore.
It is Dubai. Do you know the name of the building?
No.
It's the Burj Khalifa.
I've seen cool picture where it's cloudy day or whatever.
That thing, half of it's in the clouds.
Right.
Yeah.
I just read something recently. This could be my pop quiz.
Okay.
There's a new proposed tallest building in the U.S.
Okay.
that they're getting ready to build. In what city?
New York City?
No.
All right. Is it like random?
Yes.
Cleveland?
No.
Randomer?
Yeah.
St. Paul, Minnesota.
No.
All right, one more guess.
Okay.
Give me a quadrant of the United.
Okay. Heartland.
That's not a quadrant. That's a nickname.
Midwest.
Grand Rapids?
No. Oklahoma City.
Really?
Mhm.
What kind of, is it like office, then
I guess it's going to be probably a combination.
residential on the top?
1,907 feet.
That's the tallest building in the world?
How tall is the tallest building in the
I'll
world?
have to tell you. It will not be taller than the Burj Khalifa at 2,722 feet.
Oh my gosh.
Half a mile.
Man. Your ears pop.
Oh, yeah.
Does it get more expensive as you go up, you think?
It has to.
How fast do you think that elevator is?
Very. What if they had one of those? What's the elevator that we talked about earlier? Remember talking about? The one that like never stops?
God, I do remember that. Cousin Dwayne wrote in
Yeah.
about that.
A paternoster.
That's right.
Could you imagine if I had a paternoster? Imagine this. Imagine
It's going really fast.
Yeah. And it's like, a lot of people are dying, but it will get you all the way up there
The
quick.
best idea we got.
It's the best we got. Can we just use a regular elevator? I think we're not going to do that. Like we're just going to, a lot of people.
Be tough to have a dog to take out.
Oh, could you imagine? Although I think if you live in that residential, you got some dough in Dubai.
Oh, God.
You probably have like a lawn on your patio.
Which doesn't make any sense to me. Okay. Everybody's like, ooh, Dubai. It sounds so cool. Like, there's a lot of rules.
Rules for thee, but not for me over there.
No, most of the places you can drink are like hotels. You can't I don't think you're going out to like a bar
Oh, really?
in Dubai. I could be completely wrong. I think it's really hard to like make out with your lady in public, which I'm a big maker outer.
It is possible to drink on okay. It is possible.
There is a bar.
Tourists are permitted to drink at licensed restaurant, hotels, and bar attached to licensed hotels.
Yes.
It is unacceptable and punishable to drink in public places, even beaches. Dubai is incredibly strict about public drunkenness and has a zero tolerance for drinking and driving. I don't hate that.
I don't hate the zero tolerance for drinking and driving, but like you could just go to the Caribbean or the Mediterranean coast and get the same sort of beach. And
I mean, I think it's because of the Islamic custom.
I understand that, but
Right,
I'm saying, why would people go there that aren't Muslim?
Well,
and
I think
if you could go to, if you're European, a lot of Europeans go there. Like, why don't you just go to Croatia and hang out on the
because
beach?
I think it's such an engineering marvel, the whole city, that I think like my parents have been. Like, it's awesome. They're not going to like bar hop, but I'm sure that the hotel they stayed at, it was like, well, we'll have a couple.
So it's kind of
glasses of wine.
like Vegas, basically. Like no reason for this city to be there.
Yeah, definitely like that. Well, I'd like to encourage all of our friends out there to follow our Instagram, which is @OutInTheHallPod. You can find full episodes and shorts on YouTube. So if you
Yes.
want to see our
Not YouTube
handsome
Russia.
faces, not YouTube Russia, we've been banned. We haven't had a janitor's closet story in a while. So
Somebody needs to write something in.
Somebody
We're
writes-
airing our dirty laundry.
yeah,
You guys need to tell us yours.
we're wrecking trucks, we're getting passports. I mean,
We're ripping smoke detectors off the ceiling.
yeah, I mean, we've told it all. So we're
Well,
out.
we haven't told it all.
Not even close. Then we won't. Oh, that was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah, love you.
I love you.